Welcome to the Champions Podcast. I got my girl Gabby Thomas in the building. What's up, girl?
Hey, back for part two.
Back for part two now. Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Oh, I did. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows we had technical difficulties the other day. But now they know. Now they know. So what's going on, girl? Hey, to feel like this is deja vu or something. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I haven't been up so much today. How have you been?
I've been good. I just got back from Memphis, Tennessee at EYBL watching basketball. So, had a good day. What you been up to today?
I went to my friend's birthday dinner, lunch situation, and nothing else really.
All right, cool. So we're streaming live. So all your friends that was waiting the other day, now they're here now.
Yep.
So we'll get some shout outs and all of that once I start seeing them
Shout
pop
out.
up. Once I start seeing them pop up in the chat, I'm gonna tell you what they saying. All right.
Okay.
All right. So like I said, welcome to the Champions Podcast. Thank you so much. Part two that you and I know. But
Yeah.
tell the audience a little bit about who Gabby Thomas is.
I'm Gabby Thomas. I'm a 13-year-old class of 2028 basketball player in like ex swimmer, and yeah, I'm excited. I don't. I go to Ostermill Middle School, and I'm going to Pace Academy for high school.
We know we're gonna get there. Your dad just said hi, baby.
I can't even see the comments.
I'm watching. I see him. I got him.
There's
I'll let you
oh,
know what
wait, I saw
it
it
is.
came through.
The
Oh,
other
hi.
day the other day he said my seed.
Okay,
Hashtag my seed.
please stop, please. That's so embarrassing. Stop.
Hey, but Big Gab.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Gab, you didn't tell him you're an elite level basketball player, but there's something more about you athletic wise that you didn't share with the people.
Yes, I also swim. I'm not into it as much as I used to be, but I'm still a swimmer, and
So
I
tell me, what did you what meets did you do or swim? What did you do for swimming?
the state championship meet every year I swim besides the first one, and I swam at out of state meets. We have a meet every month. That's what we had. And my biggest meets were the state meets. And yeah, the state that was it. But
Okay.
there was like no like championship like there is in basketball. There's a state championship that you have to qualify for, but that's really it.
Cool. So the audience know I first laid eyes on you at the Born to Ball Middle School Girls Camp and in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was absolutely I was amazed at your level of play. So before we get into that, tell us how did Gabby get involved with basketball?
So I used to play rec when I was younger, and I would train with a trainer in Ohio when I was really young. Her name is Brandy Hoskins, and I was really young, so like it didn't really count, but it was just for fun. And then I started to take it more serious in around fifth and sixth grade. I would work out at 5 a.m., 5:30 every morning before school, and I stopped doing that with double trouble training. And I stopped doing that in seventh grade, and now I just work out after school for a longer period of time because I can stay up later now.
Mom, Dad, let you stay up a little bit later. So
Yeah.
tell me how a training session with Gabby entails. Tell me what can if I was coming to watch you work out, what can I expect?
So I start off form shooting alone, and then I get into form shooting with my trainer Charles, and then I it really depends on the day because sometimes I'll just have a shooting day and I'll stay in the mid range. Sometimes I'll be shooting threes and I warm up with mid range, or like I'll go into finishing and then I'll get shots up at the end. But I always get my shots up because I got to make sure my form is like straight. It has to be
Well, let
good.
me just say this: your form is straight. So when I saw you at the Born the Ball Middle School Girls Camp, like I said the other day when we actually thought we were, we had no technical difficulties. The first day that I saw you on that Saturday, you know, you were doing your thing, but I'm gonna let you explain what goes on or what happened the first day. But I will say this: on that second day, on Sunday, when Sunday came, it was like in a completely different player because you solidified yourself on that Sunday as probably one of the best, if not the best player in the camp. So what happened on Saturday, Gabby?
On Saturday, I was really intimidated. It was like first day of camp. I knew some people there, but not really. There was two of my teammates there, and I was just with them walking around. And I was like, okay, I gotta play good. And I was really nervous. Every mistake I made, I was just getting on myself. But then, like my team, we weren't the best team, but we could have been. But Saturday was a little rough. But then Sunday, I knew what I had to do, and I came back and I got it done. We played good Sunday, but Saturday wasn't bad. It just could have definitely been way better.
It wasn't bad, but it was nothing eye catching.
Yeah, no, it was just like every other girl. Like,
Yeah, but I'm telling you, when you came back on Sunday, you did your thing, and you what tell the audience, because I mean we had this conversation before, like deja vu, like I said, but tell the audience about what you did with the write up once you saw it.
It was my first write up, so I showed everyone. I got my mix over spring break. I showed everyone that too. But the write up, I was so excited. I made my mom buy prep hoops so I could see the other write up. Like, and I made a whole little highlight on my Instagram page. You could check. I am Gabby T, 2 Ys. And like you can see there, it's there. The write ups are there. Like I've gotten 3. I got 1 in Florida and 2 from that camp. And yeah, I still
Yeah.
show.
And I will say this: it's more to come because your level of play and your level of game is really, um, you know, definitely going to get you to the next level. And I know you already told the audience that you're going to Pace. First of all, what is it about Pace that you like? The reason why you want to go to Pace next year?
It's a great school, both education wise and athletics wise. I met Coach Crystal at this All-Star game that I played, and we had a conversation. And I got into I toured the school with her after a swim meet, and then I toured the school. I went on an actual tour with a group, and then I shadowed with a student, and I knew I wanted to go there. Like I really enjoyed everything about the school. It's kind of like college style, but it's still like a high school. It's like a prep, but it's not a prep school, but it's like that. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really nice school, and I'm excited to go there next year.
I'm looking forward to you being at Pace because, like I told you, one of my homeboys, Coach Sharman, actually coaches the boys. So I'll definitely be over there watching. Now that I have even more reason to come to Pace now, outside of supporting him, so I'll be able to see. Like you see, Mom just said, "Go, Gabby."
She's literally right behind me in the living room, like right there. Like she's laughing. She's laughing. I don't know if you can hear. Please don't walk over here. I can hear you. Please stop. Please stop.
Oh, she's coming to the camera. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's just Mom. It's just Mom, Gabby.
Yeah.
So, Gabby, you play with Winners United.
Yes.
AU team. Tell us a little bit about Winners United.
So it's a team. We broke apart from a team called Team Elite. Yes, Team Elite. And we're coached by Matt Greer and Lou Williams. And it's a really great program and team. I love all my teammates. I love everything about it. It's definitely my favorite AAU team I've been on. We have great chemistry, and it's just really fun.
So go ahead? What'd you say, Gavin?
And we're a good team. So
y'all pretty good. All right. So I still haven't seen you all yet, but we'll come back on after I get a chance to see you play.
We'll be in Tennessee next weekend. I don't know if
you're going to be.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville. You guys got Knoxville twice or something like that?
Knoxville last weekend and Knoxville this weekend.
So guess what? Mom hasn't sent me the schedule.
Check your text messages, I guess. Last weekend was the Apache Memorial Showcase. We won the championship there. And this coming weekend is Tennessee Miracle, and we're going to get the next one too because we go out of town and we handle business.
Gotcha. And in July, you guys going to be at Run for the Roses?
Yes.
Yeah. So just so that they'll know where coaches and writers and everybody can kind of watch you and see where you're going to be at. But let me ask you this. I know I talked to you about this. I keep on referencing that, but tell us about, and you referenced the All-Star game. Tell us why that All-Star game was one of your toughest games that you ever had to play.
I was playing against great competition. It was an all-star team put together from the Sincerely Savage camp, I'm pretty sure. That's what their jersey said, at least. And it was we ended up losing, but it was still a great game. There was a lot of people there. There were some coaches there. The Galloway coach was there. They talked to my coach about me. The Pace coach was there, and that's how I met Coach Crystal. And the Appalachian State coach was there, and he was talking, or she, I'm not sure, but someone was talking to my coach about me. And yeah, it was a great competition. It was great, like, exposure. There was a lot of media people there, and it was really fun.
That's good. That's good. Gabby, what motivates you?
What motivates me? Definitely, there's a lot of things. Like my family, but really like want to be the best and like people hating on me. Like
Haters.
I have to prove them wrong. Like I have something to play for. Like they'll see. They'll find it.
I got you. So, all right. So haters motivate you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, tell me your favorite rap song then.
You asked me this before. I literally like.
Hey, you and I know I asked you this before, but the
I
audience don't.
know, but like it's still the same like answer. Like I don't really have. There's no way to pick a favorite song. There's so many. No, can you get off the conversation, please, mommy? Please, I beg.
That's mom. That's mom.
Oh,
So, like, for a very long time, one of my favorite songs was Tupac "Run the Streets." So, you can have them.
you can have a favorite song. Just I like so much music. Like I can't just pick a favorite.
Well, tell the audience what's on your pregame playlist.
My pregame playlist. Light Dub. I'm trying to think something people might know. I don't.
What's the strangest thing on your pregame
The
playlist?
strangest thing on my playlist?
Yes.
Probably like just some Atlanta rap. It's I don't want to specify because okay, it's Baby Kia. Like it's a little strange, but like I listen to it sometimes. But,
All right. Hey, each to each his own. I'm not knocking you. I hope some of your friends are not knocking you. So now let me ask you this. You said that your favorite team is South Carolina.
yes.
They won a championship.
Yes.
Name the 5 stars.
It's the same answer as last time. I can tell you my favorite player.
The audience don't know.
Malaysia Full Wiley is
My
my
thing
favorite.
is this, Gabby. Why did you, if you knew that we was about to do this again, why did you go and
I didn't know it was gonna be the same exact question. Can you stop? Jeez.
So tell me tell me the starting 5. Okay. Tell me your favorite player on the South Carolina team.
Malaysia Full Wiley.
Okay. All right. Tell me why you like Dawn Staley so much.
Dawn Staley, she's a great coach. She was a great player, and I heard a story about her that really was inspirational.
Share that story with us.
Okay, she was really down about not winning a national championship. She wasn't at South Carolina yet, but she was still coaching, and there was a coach that won that cut up her net and sent it to a bunch of black female coaches in the NCAA, and it was like a sign of hope. And now every time Dawn wins, she cuts up her net and sends it to black female coaches. And it's just really powerful, being like a black female player and just hearing.
So hearing that, what does that do for you in regards to how you see yourself, or how you want your legacy to be, or how you want your game to evolve over the next few years?
Because, hold on. I don't really. It's just. Wait, can you repeat the question?
Real simple. How does that, what you read in that book that you told me about, how does that motivate you? Is pretty much,
It motivates me because it's like keep your head up because your time will come. Like even though someone else is celebrating and doing their thing right now, they're still looking out for you, and your time will come. Because she's telling all those other coaches they still have a chance, they can do it, and it's giving them a piece of hope. Like that little piece of net, it's just a net, but it means so much more than that.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like motivation for the other coaches that, like you said, their time is coming. So let me ask you this: what one WNBA player do you mirror your game, or do you feel like your game mirrors?
I feel like I don't think my game mirrors. I don't mirror my game off of anyone. If I'm being honest, I'm just training to be the best I can be. I don't really watch anyone and try to do what they do. I'm just trying to. I'm not really sure. I don't have an answer for that because I don't watch.
Go ahead, tell them.
I watch
Your dad,
more college than I do watch WNBA.
your dad just said your game mirrors
Yeah.
Juju.
Okay, that's not WNBA though. You said WNBA. That's why
Okay,
my game is similar to Juju, but she's in college, not WNBA.
she'll be in the WNBA soon, but I did say
Yeah,
W.
but I feel like she's gonna stay in college all her years. Just like I
You think
would.
you would?
I would if I was her. She
Tell me why.
beat the scoring record. She broke Caitlin Clark's her freshman scoring record, and she's on the track to finishing it. Like she could finish it. She could beat hers and be the all-time leading scorer in the NCAA.
So you bring up Caitlin Clark. Tell me your thoughts on Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is a great player. I just like it would have been nice if she won, but I wanted South Carolina to finish their undefeated season. Like, yeah, she's one of the greatest of all time. I feel like no doubt about it. But South Carolina just needs to take it home, and they did. So
Do you
she's a
think
great
that?
player.
What'd you say?
She's a really great player, though. Great scorer, great shooter for sure, great passer. She creates plays for everyone. But I need a South Carolina.
Hey, a lot of people was rooting for. I mean, well, both sides, but I'm with you. I'm glad South Carolina got that victory. You're going to Pace next year. What is one area of weakness that you need to be working on before you get to Pace?
Sports wise or sports
On your
wise?
game, in your game, yeah, in your game.
I feel like I can definitely I can improve like my 3-point shooting if I'm being honest. My mid range is there, but my 3-point, like I can shoot threes for sure. But I feel like if I could get it as accurate as my mid range, I feel like I'd really be unstoppable in the region I'm playing. In general, I feel like I'd be unstoppable. Like I'd be hard to guard. But I can shoot
So,
threes still. Don't get me wrong. But if it was this like if my threes were as accurate as my mid range, that's what I'm saying.
so let me ask you
But
this: if you were guarding Gabby Thomas, how would you defend her?
uh, I wouldn't give myself any space. But I can
Okay.
still drive, so I don't know. I just I force myself right because I go left most of the time, even though I am right-handed. But I drive left most of the time, and I force myself right. I don't really know, and just play good defense because I could shoot and I could finish. So I don't even know. That's a good
Is it?
question.
That's a good question. I want you to think about it. You know what I'm saying? I want you to think about it. We'll talk about it later off air, but I want you to think about it because that's going to help you as you move forward. Because once you do that and you know how you would guard you kind of pretty much understand how other people are going to eventually start guarding you once you get to the next level.
Okay, yeah, I
So
definitely will. That's a great question.
yeah, so they say that and it's true that as you go to each level, the game is a lot faster. The players are a lot stronger. How are you mentally preparing for that, or have you really even thought about that?
I haven't thought about it much, but I know the competition is going to increase a lot because I'm going to be playing against people. I'm going to be 13 going into high school, playing against 18-year-olds with a lot more experience than me. So I'm just going to have to come with like a strong mindset. And even though everything's not going to turn out how I want it to be, I still need to do what I can do because like it's going to be much harder than anything I've ever experienced. Because AAU, I'm playing 14U. School ball, it's like it's school balls something. I can't even explain it. Like our first game, we won 48-0.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
it hasn't really challenged you.
not at all. There was one good game,
One.
but yeah, we only played 9 games.
Oh wow.
Basketball is not really serious. We played 8 games actually. We had 10 games on our schedule. One got canceled, and two got canceled because there was a field trip too. So it's not really serious. But back to the question. I just gotta come prepared and work hard, and I just gotta. I don't know. I just need to be ready.
I'm pretty sure you will be ready. With mom and dad, and then with your trainers, then Winners United, you have the right resource, you have the right team around you. So definitely know that you'll be ready for that next level. What type of athlete? What type of student athlete is Pace getting?
I'm very focused in the classroom. I make sure all my work is done. I am very serious about my grades. Like I have a 4.0 GPA in all honors and accelerated classes. And athlete, I'm a hard worker both in and out the classroom, but I'm gonna be one of the best. Like I'm a competitor. Like I'm very competitive. So they're getting a competitive student and a competitive athlete because coming for valedictorian too. I'm going for all of it.
You coming for it all? Scoring titles, cis titles,
Everything.
valedictorian, everything. You coming to get it all.
All of
So,
it.
I know we talked about this, but you know, WNBA, if you get there according to you, you get there. But what is it that you want to do if WNBA is not in the future?
Go into the medical field, either like anesthesiology or radiology. They're both like I want to help other people, but also like I want to have the freedom to do what I want to do. And once I'm in those areas like well enough, as once I'm experienced enough, I should be able to work my own hours and do things. Like I'll have an assistant for both of those jobs if I did do them. But if I go to the WNBA, I'm going to the if I like I'm entering the draft, like because if I get drafted, I get drafted. But if I don't, I definitely want to get a medical degree and focus on that because the basketball is going to stop. I'm still going to have to make money.
Yeah, the ball's gonna start bouncing one day. It does for us all. So, your friends know this. I'm pretty sure your teammates know this. You are one really, really, really funny young lady. Uh, what is one thing about Gabby that's real funny that many people do not know?
Something that's funny about me?
Something that's funny about you.
The funniest thing I do is my laugh. That's what gets most people. Some of the stuff I say isn't even funny. It's just the way I laugh that gets people. And like I don't know, I feel like I just say things that make people laugh. I don't mean to though.
You do it all.
Like I'm like you're laughing right now. I'm literally not trying to do anything. Like
Oh, but I'm thinking about all the things we talked about, off camera. But you are hilarious,
I feel
man.
like it's just my personality. Like I'm not trying to make jokes or anything. Like I'm being very serious.
I,
And
I
I smile a lot. Like I'm
understand.
smiling right now. I'm a smile talker. And that's what I do.
Now that smile is not on the court when when you playing.
Oh no,
Right?
never. Unless we're
Like
like at 30 and my teammates and I are just like having fun.
you got that mama mentality. Even though you think the goat is LeBron James, but that's because you're
You
from.
asked me LeBron or
What?
you asked me LeBron or NJ, and I was born in 2010.
But your generation has YouTube. You go to YouTube for everything else.
Okay, but like I grew up watching LeBron. Like I'm from Ohio. LeBron is from Ohio. I grew
I
up watching him
just
on the
I
past.
just said that you're from Ohio, so you're biased.
Yes, I'm biased, and I'm a bandwagon. Like wherever LeBron's at, I'm watching. Like he's the
So
goat.
so
And my
did you
dad's probably gonna argue with me in the comments, but
so do you did you watch the game last night?
no, I went to sleep last night.
Ah, your dad said the king. He said the king. He said the king is the goat.
Hmm.
So I guess it's just a family thing.
Maybe he's also from Ohio. My whole
He's from
family's from Ohio, so
Oh yeah. So I just that's Ohio has some real good talent. Just saw Cam Mercer. He's from in place Ohio, and you guys. I saw several players up at the EYBL today. That you guys have a lot of talent up in that area.
yeah,
So, so go ahead.
there's good basketball in Ohio. I see people and they're like, this girl's from Ohio, this guy's from Ohio, and I'm like, oh okay,
Yeah. You ever
okay. Like,
you ever you ever you ever have that desire to go back to Ohio?
maybe train for a summer, but I gotta play AAU, so I don't have the opportunity. Like I can't do that. It would be
Yeah.
nice. Maybe I could find like I don't know. My training is really good down here, so I'm still gonna be good coming out of Georgia. Doesn't matter.
What makes your trainer so good?
Uh, so it's just I'm held accountable for everything I do. I send my clips to my trainer, Charles. It's double trouble training, and I'll send him what I did in the game, and he's like, okay, you missed the floater right here, you missed the layup. We got to work on this, and we'll rep it out until I have it down, and it's like easy, like it's like I could do it in my sleep, and it won't just be one workout. It'll be like the whole week, whole month. I'm working on the same move, and I'm building up off of it. So it's like I'm creating shots out of it, but it's the same move. I'll lose the ball doing a crossover. I'm doing hundreds of crossovers to start off every workout because I just got to get it down. I can't make mistakes. I get held accountable, and they care about the details, and that's really important. Like my shot was not straight. My hand still turns out sometimes when I shoot, but I've fixed it so it's straight. Most of the time I got him, and I don't know. The details are very important, and it just helps a lot. And I've improved a lot over the years.
Gotcha, that's good. So I know I asked you this the other day. Audience don't know, but your favorite vacation spot, the beach or the mountain?
Definitely the beach. Definitely the beach.
So you know, you just where's your favorite beach trip that you remember?
So I went definitely in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona, it was a school trip. And so I was there with a bunch of my friends, and it was just a great experience. I learned a lot while I was there, learned a lot of history and culture, but I also had a lot of fun because we went to Spain and France. We went to Madrid, Barcelona, and Paris. And it was just, Barcelona was definitely my favorite spot of the three. It was really fun. And our hotel was on the beach. That was really nice too.
Oh, that's good. So I really, really appreciate your time, Gabby. I know it's a late Sunday. You got school tomorrow. You got any tests coming up this week?
Yes, I do. I have the Georgia milestones, 3 days of ELA. I had 2 days of math and a EOC, which is an end of course assessment, last
Mm-hmm.
week. So ELA is this week, then science and social studies are next week. And then I'm done.
Oh, wow. Then you're
I have
done.
my final still, but those are all my state tests will be done.
That's good. We're maintaining that 4.0, so that's good. So I want to thank you so much for joining the Champions Podcast. This time, from what I see, everything is good. So I can't wait to get this out there and post this. But again, what is outside of the competition level at the Born the Ball camp? What is one thing that you would say to young because we'll be doing that camp again. I think you might be doing it again in the fall. But what is one reason why young ballers, should attend the Born the Ball middle school girls camp?
Aside from the competition is great, but it's also like you learn a lot. You learn how to lead. You have to lead your team because I had to take over my team. We were like, no one knew what to do. Like we would pass it and then it get turned over real quick. We were just all nervous and playing scared. But like no matter who you're playing against, someone has to take over. Maybe everyone takes over and they're like, we need to step it up. But I had to take over so my team could play better because it was not looking too great the first day.
Gabby, what are you doing with your fingers and hands right now?
Am I making noise? I'm sorry.
Making a lot of noise.
I'm sorry.
What is your world? This Gabby's world. We just trying to find out what's going on in Gabby's world. But you said you talk with your hands, so
Yeah, I do. My hands
yeah.
are like
All right, here we go. 5 seconds to answer each question. What's your favorite basketball movie?
loving basketball.
Favorite shoes to play in?
Sabrina's,
Favorite cereal?
Cocoa Krispies,
Favorite food?
and it's Tuscan salmon.
Huh?
Salmon.
Okay, gotcha. All right, last one. Favorite WNBA player?
You're funny.
Well, you don't have to answer. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
That was funny.
That's the joke between you. I'm just letting all you know that's an inside joke between you and I. So just hey, I still got you. I still I still got you right here. I still got you right here.
That was a good one.
Hey, so tell the audience where you're gonna be at this weekend.
Knoxville at the Tennessee Miracle Classic.
All right. So like I told you before, well, I told you last time we did this. Make sure you send me your stats after each game. I want to make sure we're posting stats and any steal shots that I can use because I only have one steal shot of you, but send me some steal shots so I can use when I put you out there. So I'm gonna just start putting a graphic out there. Gabby Thomas, Winners United, 12, 20, however many points. I'm gonna start pushing that out there after every game. So make sure mom and dad be able to do that, and let mom and dad know I really, really appreciate them allowing you to stay up late to get this podcast done. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in person real soon, Gabby. I think the world of you. I think the world of your game, and I can't wait to see how your game unfolds and your career unfolds because I think that you haven't even reached the surface. You haven't even scratched the surface of where you're going and what you're going to do and what you're going to become. And I really do believe in you.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. That's really nice. Like I really appreciate it. And I definitely will be sending you my stats and stuff. I'll make sure my mom does it. I hope she sent the schedule. Did you send the schedule? Okay, she sent the schedule. So,
So all right, so I'm gonna have to rearrange some things because some of your teammates wanted me to come to your game as well. Because
my teammates?
because one of them one of them literally hit me up and was like, "Hey, look, I didn't perform very well at the Born the Ball. She saw my write up on her, and she said she wanted to prove me wrong.
Who?
I have to see, but
Oh, she said she wants to prove you wrong?
yeah, she didn't want me to prove wrong. She said that because of the eval, what I'm saying, she didn't show me much. A lot of sometimes writers write off of past performances. I write on what I see.
Oh, okay.
So she wants to prove me wrong. So I told her I'd get out there and see. Huh?
You should definitely come to a game.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna
Okay.
come. I'll be there. Let mom and dad know I'll definitely be there. She sent the schedule, so I'll definitely be there.
Okay.
All
Yeah, I
right.
look forward to it.
Hey, have a great week. I'm gonna start putting some clips out and let your friends know to watch your podcast.
Thank you. And you have a great week.
You too now. Thank you so much for joining the Champions Podcast. To my audience, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode of the Champions Podcast. What
Thank
mom
you.
said?
She said thank you.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. See you all soon. And then stay tuned for the next episode of Champions Podcast. We'll be streaming live this week again with another special champion guest on the Champions Podcast. Thank you. Peace. Bye, Gabby.
Bye.